Oh man, Philly in the Philippines. Brian Kerber is the funniest guy in the world. So his new video, how to combat a Philippine bloodsuck and survive. They're your worst enemy. No, your worst enemy is yourself, Brian Kerber. Because even in this video, at like, what am I at? 8:59, he talks about how he got infected. I think he had to go to the hospital or get antibiotics or something, see a doctor. I don't know, but I can't stop laughing. So he's, out there trying to be survivor man, and oh, it's so hard without power. Oh. Go figure, man. So he's talking about mosquitoes and how hard it is. Like, mosquitoes are the worst thing in the world. And I'll be honest, mosquitoes drive me crazy. But I'm an adult. I know how to deal with them. And, I had really good parents. And my parents taught me not to scratch mosquito bites because it gets infected. And he doesn't talk about this, but when you scratch a mosquito bites, it gets infected and it attracts more mosquitoes to that area. Just saying. So there's a lot of things you can do to combat mosquitoes. Eat a lot of garlic, raw garlic, take a lot of vitamin B, not just a smudge pot, but a candle. It's like some, or something small, burning spent coffee, used coffee grounds works really well. There's tons of things you can do, but we used to mega dose vitamin B when I was backpacking. It works for about 2 weeks, and you have to cycle off and come back because they're attracted to your a lot of things, but your scent and your breath. So the other thing you can do is you make a yeast trap, and they work pretty well. Google it, you'll find it. But yeast puts off CO2, and if you put it by a fan, so it gets that pulsing sensation of CO2, it creates a trail, and it works nicely. But it's just funny as shit. So he's out there telling people, now this is Dirty Brian, right? Dirty Brian. And he's out there telling people to scratch your mosquito bites. And he's like, it feels so good. Oh man, it's just the funniest thing. Don't scratch your mosquito bites. If you need to put on calamine or hydrocortisone or something, do that. Put a Band-Aid over it. A lot of people do that. It keeps you from scratching it. A hot compress is kind of controversial, but it'll alleviate the immediate itching. And it's just funny, man. It's just so funny. But less sugar in your diet, less carbs in your diet, and more garlic, and high doses of vitamin B seem to work, vitamin C. But you're out in the province, and he's already making the kids haul water so he can flush the toilet. So he's not washing his hands in clean water. And he's out there, telling you, recommending, scratch your mosquito bites, right? Because that feels so good. How to go back to the hospital 101. Man, it's just the funniest thing. We should take a poll on how long it takes him to get an infection and have to go back to the doctor. That would be some funny shit. Oh man. Anyway, I just had to share that. Go watch the video. If it's still up, he's probably going to take it down because, he's that way, right? But how to combat a Philippine bloodsuck and survive. It was posted 21 hours ago, so it doesn't give me the date yet. It was posted December 15th, 2024. So go give it a watch. It is funny as all hell. I'm surprised. I'm surprised people listen to him. I'm surprised. I went through and I was reading the comments, and nobody even said a word about it. So who are these people watching Philly in the Philippines that don't, that they think that's okay, that they think that's smart? And isn't it his buddy? Like, everybody calls Mike at Our Philippine Journey a doc. I don't know. Is Mike a doc? Did he work in the medical field? But he seems like an intelligent guy. Why wouldn't he make fun of Philly and to where he'd say, take that shit down, edit that out, and repost it? Why are you going to tell people to scratch your mosquito bites in the Philippines? There's so many things wrong with that, especially foreigners, because your immune system kind of tunes to where you're at when you grow up. It gets used to all the local bacteria and viruses and things. And so, Americans or Westerners have pretty weak immune systems as it is. And then you go to someplace tropical where there's just tons and tons of bugs, you tend to pick up more infections than the average local person. And now you're just gonna encourage people to pick up even more by scratching their mosquito bites. And calamine is not an antibacterial we're speaking about. It's a joke, right? It's just a joke. And you don't want to put a steroid on a bacterial infection. That would be really funny. So if you had to use hydrocortisone or something on a bacterial infection, again, how to fast track your trip to the hospital. Be careful who you listen to, because Philly in the Philippines is trying to send you to the hospital with this one.